It is a day already ingrained in our nation's history, January 6th, 2021, when hundreds of President Donald Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in Washington, D.C. And now, years later, the events of that day apparently becoming an issue in Tennessee's race for governor. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. The Republican primary now has two main contenders. U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn announced her candidacy last week, joining current Congressman John Rose.
Ben Hall shares how Rose is using the Capitol riot to try to sway more conservative support.
Rose is attempting to win Republican votes, saying he is the stronger supporter of President Trump, citing January 6th, and he challenged Blackburn to a debate.
The people of Tennessee deserve to know, what would she do as governor? Why does she want to be governor? And I think debates would be the way to get at that.
Congressman John Rose has not won a statewide race and is not as well known as Senator Marsha Blackburn. But he is ready to make the case that he should be the Republican nominee for governor.
My opponent is a career legislator. That's the experience she has.
Rose pushed his business experience before becoming congressman. But aware he has to win Republican votes, he quickly pivoted to his support for President Trump.
I supported the president on January 6, 2021, in what I would say is maybe the darkest hour for President Trump.
Rose was in Congress on January 6th. Despite the violence and breach of the Capitol, he did not vote to certify the results of the 2020 election that showed Biden won. Senator Blackburn tweeted after the violence that she would change her position and vote to certify the election results. You criticized Senator Blackburn for changing her vote and certifying that election.
At the time, I didn't talk about that a lot. I've been asked about it since, but I believe that the two issues were separate things.
Rose does not think what happened on that day was an insurrection and downplayed what he saw. How would you characterize what happened that day?
Well, I think January 6th in total was a mostly peaceful protest. Even those folks who ended up entering the Capitol who should not have, it was against the law to do so.
Because they broke through windows.
Absolutely, and they have been resoundingly punished for that, I would tell you, by the standards of the past.
In response, Senator Blackburn's campaign sent us a video from Inside Politics 3 years ago with Pat Nolan, where Rose said Vice President Pence did the right thing on January 6th, which is different from what President Trump has said.
The Vice President's job that day was to preside over the session. He didn't have a vote. His job was to open the ballots.
President Trump thought otherwise.
And report. The President did. I disagree with him on that.
Senator Blackburn's campaign did not say whether she would debate Rose, but they did tell us she would come on Inside Politics, which she has declined in the past. The Republican primary is in August of next year. The general election is next November.
All right, thanks, Ben. Remember, you can watch the full interview with Congressman Rose tonight at 7 when Inside Politics airs over on News Channel 5+.